Hi everyone, Don Singletary, and welcome to the channel, the only channel that's dedicated exclusively to teaching home investors how to day trade the Micro E-mini futures. And today, a special live trade coming up. I'm going to be using two S&P 500 Micro E-mini contracts and show you a technique for scalping some bucks off the top of the market. I'll be talking more about that in a moment. First, I have a tip on reading the MACD signal indicator I think you'll find useful coming up next. If you're new to the channel, after today's live trade, go down in the text below the video to the beginners playlist link. There's some short videos there to get you up to speed on what we're doing here on the channel. Thank you. This is my standard configuration chart here, the S&P 500 Micro E-mini with the MACD and the zero line marked in the lower pane there. Now, usually on the channel, our buy signal is when the green line's above the red line, and they're both above the zero reference line on the MACD. And conversely, our sell signal is when the green line falls below the red line, and they're both below the zero line on the MACD. Now, I often get asked the question, if I buy when the green line goes over the red line, why don't I just sell when the green line drops below the red line? And I'm going to show you here. You can see we had a good deal of upward momentum on the chart right here, and then it tops off. And then the lines converge and the green line goes below the red line. But look up at the price. The price does not fall. The momentum does fall, but the price does not. So what I'm trying to point out to you here is that just because the momentum is decreasing doesn't mean you're going to get a price reversal. And it's good to remember that, because many times you'll see where you actually do get a price reversal when that happens. And the reason I wait for both lines to go below the zero line to sell is because I have more downward momentum, and it's a little safer play than trying to trade while both lines are up above zero. Be sure and subscribe so you won't miss the new videos with many live trades like the one coming up right now. Okay, a scalping trade using two contracts of the S&P 500 Micro E-mini. It's 12:36 in the afternoon, and you can see from the MACD on the bottom, the green line below the red line and both below the zero line. And that is a sell signal according to my general guidelines and rule of thumb. So here we go into a scalping trade. I want to try to make a few bucks off the top of this market. It's not a strategy designed to try and make a lot of money, but I'm going to put in an order to sell this contract, two contracts actually, of the S&P 500 Micro E-mini, and I get a fill price of $32.18 and a quarter. So I'm short two contracts, $32.18 and a quarter. It's $10 per point because we have two of the S&P 500 Micro E-minis. And the goal here is just to make some quick money, and we'll see if it goes according to plan here. $32.17, I'm up 10 or 15 bucks so far. It's a very short-term goal, and you got to keep your finger on the trigger during these trades because they can go wrong really fast. If you're only trying to make a few bucks, you certainly don't want to lose more than you intend to make. That would be an error for sure. And now the market's at $32.17 and a quarter. I'm up $10 after about a minute into this thing, and I put in a limit order to buy those contracts back at $32.15.75. It's $32.15.75. The market's $32.16.50 right now. Very, very close. And I'm up $20. Right there, I'm out. So I was filled because I saw the market went below my limit price there, so I know I'm filled. 2.5 points profit, $10 a point, that's $25, and a duration of 2 minutes. But as you can see, it's a little bit tense because you have to be careful and be ready in case the market goes the other way. This is the same chart 15 minutes later, and the market's back at 3217.25. So it's already back above where I had gotten out below. So I could have stayed there another 15 minutes and done worse, I guess. So it was a good trade. It was quick and a good example of what is called scalping. And now comes the fun part. We can kind of debrief ourselves a little bit here. Some of you, and rightfully so, may have been wondering during that trade, why would I put myself through 2 minutes of this tense trading for $25? That's a great question. Chances are that you won't do it very many times. It's a lot of work for $25. But remember this, we're trading with a Micro E-minis. The regular size contract, the E-mini, just one of those contracts, would have made us about $125 in those 2 minutes, and two of the contracts would have made us $250 in the 2 minutes. And that might be, not for everybody, but that might be a reason why you would want to go through a couple of tense minutes to try and make some money like that. It's pretty risky, and I didn't say that it wasn't fun, but it is tense, and sometimes they go wrong on you. So be advised, this kind of trading, especially scalping, can be very, very risky, but I wish you good luck, of course, and I wanted you to see an example of what it was so you would understand what the term scalping sometimes means. You do realize that now that that word scalping is in your vocabulary and in your brain, you will think about it and it will eat at you. It makes you officially dangerous now that you know that word. I just thought you should know that. By the way, the sales of my books support the channel and keep the videos coming for you. And there's a link down below, and it's called Book. And it's a link you can look inside on the tab page and see the table of contents at that Amazon listing down there. So if you would take a look at it and see if it's for you, I believe it makes learning to day trade Micro E-minis a lot faster and easier because you have a lot of great information in one place, and there's a special chapter in there about the types of orders and another about trading psychology and so on. And it doesn't cost very much either. I need your help. You see this like symbol? I use that thing on the channel here. When someone hits like, you're telling me, yes, I want to see more videos like the one I just saw. So hit the like button if that's the case. And of course, I'd like you to subscribe to the channel so you can get notifications of all the future videos. This is Don Singletary. It's been fun today, scalping. I hope every day is a payday for you. And thank you. The trading today was done on Tastyworks software. For information, see the broker link in the text below. Thank you.